Good morning to all of you guys. Guys, if you will see, we have already discussed about polynomial. Polynomial means just a sisterly branch or sisterly chapter of quadratic equation. So today we are going to be discuss quadratic equation, the last chapter of number system. From tomorrow we are going to start geometry. The most important topic, geometry. So topic is quadratic equation. What is quadratic equation? The standard form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This form of equation is called quadratic equation, in which the maximum power, the highest power is 2. Which types of questions are asked based on quadratic equation? Let's do this. So the first type is type 1. In this type, we will learn how to find zeros solution, how to find zero solution values and roots of equations. The meaning of these all 4 words is same. Sometimes question may ask zeros, sometimes question may ask values or solutions of roots of the equation. So what is called root of the equation? So suppose this is equation. If I want to ask, find out the values or solution of this equation, take your time and do it. One and five. Okay. One and five. Very nice. Got it? So the answers are, your roots are 1 and 5. So the basic, fundamental or basic method to do such kinds of question is, first we will discuss in detail, then we will discuss in short. The value in which variable is absent is called constant term. So your first task is multiply a constant term with the coefficient of x square. So first of all, you need to learn, or you need to know the basic terminology of quadratic equation. Is suppose here is written 5x square, 2x and 6. So the value which is written in the multiply of x square is called the coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. So the value which is written in multiply of variable is called coefficient of x square, and in the same manner here too is called the coefficient of x, and the value in which variable is absent, there is no variable, that value is called constant value. So your first task is multiply constant value with the coefficient of x square. If there is no coefficient, we consider 1. So 5 into 1, the value would be 1, 5. Now you need to check this sign. If this sign is positive, then make the factor of that number in such a way that addition of these two numbers must be 6 and multiplication of these two factors should be 5. So there are only, this is only one method, 5 and 1. If you multiply 5 and 1, the value would be 5, and if you add 5 and 1, the value would be 6. We need to add or we need to subtract, this sign will decide. Got it? So x square minus 6 means, break it down, 6 in 2 factors, 5 plus 1. Multiply x plus 5 equal to 0. Now x square multiply x in 5, 5x, multiply x in 1, minus x plus 5 equal to 0. Take a common x from here, x minus 5 and minus 1, x minus 5 equal to 0. X minus 5 and x minus 1 would be 0. So the value x minus 5 equal to 0, x equal to 5, and x minus 1 equal to 0, x equal to 1. Why we are doing such these things, x equal to 0? If two brackets, the multiply of two brackets is equal to 0, that means that the first bracket may be 0 or the second bracket may also be 0. So we need to put first and second bracket equal to 0 separately or individually. So you will get two values. These values are called zeros, solution values, and roots of the quadratic equations. Got it? But guys, now what I am saying, you need not to do such constant in that manner. This method is described for the student who are studying in school level. In short method, how could you do that? Your first task is make the factor 5 and 1. So here a minus is given, then factors would be minus 1 and 5 because minus is given. So the answer would be plus 5 or plus 1. Means if the factors are in minus, then the answer would be plus, and the factor are plus, the minus answer would be minus. Minus sign is given, so you need to change plus. If here plus sign is given, you need to change in minus. Got it? Could you do that? In a short method, do a one question. In a short method, within 20 seconds, x square minus 8x plus 16 equal to 0. Find the value of root or solution of x. Very nice. 4. So multiply by 1, 16. Make the factor of 16, the addition should be 10, sorry 8, and multiplication should be 16. So you have only one option, 4 and 4. Minus sign is given, so answer would be in plus. So 4 and 4 would be the answer. Got it? Got it or not? Now, if I ask the same question, 5x square (9x plus 4) equal to 0. Give me the answer. If you are saying the answer would be 5 and 4, and if you will apply the factorization method, the answer would not be 5 and 4. Apply the answer, apply the factorization method, you can't get these answers. That means there is a change over here. Find out the answer by applying factorization method. What would be the answer? 1 and 4 by 5. 1 and 4 by 5. But you were saying, so what is the difference between that questions and the question which I have asked you earlier? What is the difference? So that method that we are going to apply, or we were applying over here, that method is going to be applicable only when the coefficient of x square is 1. Only then that method can be applied. If the coefficient of x square is 1, then directly make the factor of the constant term and change their sign. Got it? But if the coefficient of x square is not 1, then what need to do? The same thing. Just make the factor first. So the value is 20. If you will factor it, so you will get two factors, 5 and 4. The addition of these two factors would be 9, and the multiplication of these two factors would be 5. Minus sign is given, so answer would be in plus. Got it? But what you need to do now, at the end, just divide the answer with the coefficient of x square. At the end. So answer would be 5 and 4. But this is short trick. So if the coefficient of x square is 1, you need not to divide with any number. But if the coefficient of x square is not 1, then you need to divide with the coefficient of x square to get the real answer. Got it, guys? Got it? So this is the short method to do such kinds of question. Could you do? Could I give you another question? Guys, the question is, find the root and solution and values of the given equation. The equation is 8x square minus 22x minus 21 equal to 0. Your options are 4 by 3, 7 by 2, 2 by 7, 4 by 3, 2 by 7, 3 by 4, 7 by 2, 3 by 4. It may be the answer. D. What is the answer, guys? D. Correct, your answer is D. How could you solve in salt? Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Guys, you will multiply 21 by 8. So the value would be 168. Now you need to break down 168 in such a manner that subtraction of these two factors should be 22. Subtraction we are talking about. We are not talking about addition because minus sign is given. So what are the factors? What would be the factors? 20 and 6. If you subtract 28, 6, the answer would be, now the minus sign is given. So that minus will do it minus and that would be plus. So that would be in minus and that would be in plus. That would be in minus, that would be in plus. And you need to multiply by 8 and 8. Because the coefficient of x square is 1. These are the actual sign. But the sign which are given over here, we need to change the sign to give the right answer. So that would be plus, that would be minus. So answer would be 7 by 4, 7 by 2 and minus 3 by 4. भाई यही तो करेंगे, हमने यही तो सीखा है. क्या सीखा? कि यहां पे लाके किससे डिवाइड करते हैं? कोएफिशिएंट से एक्स स्क्वायर के. तो जो यहां पे साइन है उसका साइन उल्टा करना है. तो यहां ये माइनस था, ये प्लस था. अब उल्टा करके आंसर देना. आप चाहो तो डिटेल में भी सॉल्व कर सकते हो. गॉट इट गाइस? सो द फर्स्ट टाइप इज ओवर. दैट इज हाउ टू फाइंड द वैल्यू 0. What is your right answer, guys? 7 by 2 plus is now the question is a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. What value of a cannot be 1, 2, 0, 3? CHSL question. Very nice. So if a quadratic equation is given, then value of a never be 0. If value of a is 0, that means there is no quadratic equation. So in quadratic equation, it is very mandatory condition that the highest power should be 2. Highest power should be 2. But if we take the value of a 0, then the highest power would be 1, which is not a quadratic equation. So for the quadratic equation, it is a very mandatory, first mandatory condition is the coefficient of x square cannot or never be a 0 number. Got it? Now, guys, we are going to discuss type 2. What is type 2? In type 2, we will discuss the quadratic equation which cannot be easily solved by using factorization method. The quadratic equation which cannot be easily solved by using factorization. To solve such kinds of questions or such kinds of equation, we learn a quadratic formula. Suppose if I ask you what would be the values of that number of that quadratic equation, what would be the values and zeros, what would be the values, zeros and roots of that equation. So this equation is not a common equation. So we can't make the factors easily. So in the equation in which we can't make the factor easily, to solve such kinds of equation we use a formula that is called quadratic formula, or sometimes such methods is called Sridharacharya method, because he gave that method. So basically we called it quadratic formula. Quadratic formula. Quadratic formula means if ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, this is a quadratic equation. To find out the value of x, we can use this method. B square minus 4ac upon 2a. This formula is called quadratic formula or Sridharacharya formula. By using that formula, you can find out the solution values and zeros of any kind of quadratic equation, whether it is written in a normal form or a complex form. You can easily solve by using that formula. Over here, b square, in this formula, b square minus 4ac is called discriminant. Discriminant, which is denoted by capital D. So capital D is equal to b square minus 4ac. B square minus 4ac. Got it? So suppose guys, if I ask you what would be the values, zeros and roots of that equation, you need not to find guys. So the root and values of that equation may be real, may be imaginary, may be equal. So without solving this equation, how we can directly find out the nature of the root? We are not talking about the exact root. If I say, guys, find out the exact roots of that equation, then you need to solve it by using quadratic formula. But I am not going to ask the exact root of that equation. What I am asking the nature of the root. Which kinds of solutions would be of that equations? Means imaginary solution, real solution, equal solution, or rational solution. So if you really want to know the exact nature of the roots of that equation, then discriminant will decide only. Discriminant means what? D. B square minus 4AC will decide the nature of the root. The nature of the root. So the heading is nature of the root. The heading is nature of the root. Nature of the roots. So the first, there are three types of nature of roots. First is if D discriminant equal to 0, if D discriminant equal to 0, in that case, the roots of the equation would be real and equal. What does that mean? We know well x equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. That is called quadratic formula. Over here, we will get two values of x. First, we will apply plus sign, and second, we will apply minus sign. And that value is called d. If that value is called d, that means b plus minus d equal upon 2a. If d is 0, that means what? That is 0. So the answer would be minus b upon 2a. So both the root would be same. The first root would be same. If you apply minus d, if you apply minus here, still the answer would be this. If you apply plus here, still the answer would be same. So in that case, you have written if d equal to 0, then root would be real and equal. Means both the roots of the equation would be same. Got it, guys? This is basic fundamental. How we are going to apply 0. Now the second condition is if d equal to 0, if d equal to 0, sorry, d equal to greater than d0, that means what? That means the value of d is positive. That means value of d is positive. So if you will see x equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a, that value is positive. So there are two possibilities. The first possibility is it may be a perfect square or it may not be a perfect square. If this is a perfect square, then whatever the value will come would be real, rational. Rational means what type of numbers are called rational, in which roots are not used. Such kinds of numbers are called rational. If this is a perfect square, that means root is eliminated. So the value would be rational, but both the root would be distinct. Guys, distinct, you know? Alag alag. So if b square minus 4ac, the first case is d greater than 0. Then d may be a If d is 0, d is greater than 0, case 1, d equal to perfect square. So the root would be rational and distinct. And the second condition, case 2, d is not a perfect square. In that case, root would be irrational and distinct. So the first condition is this, and the second condition is this. Case number 1, if d is 0, there are two possibilities. The value which is written in square under root, it may be the perfect square or it may not be the perfect square. If it is a perfect square, then roots would be rational and distinct, and if it's not a perfect square, then root would be irrational or distinct. Got it? Now the third case is, if d less than 0. If d less than 0, that means what? Imaginary. Any value, if d less than 0, that means x equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac, and b square minus 4ac is called d. So if d is negative, so any value which is negative and which is written under square, under root, which is written under root, then such kinds of value are called imaginary. So if d is negative, so the total value would be imaginary. So in that case, root would be imaginary and distinct. Alag but imaginary. Which kinds of questions are asked from that all the scenario based on discriminant or nature of root? We are going to discuss now the question which have been asked in SSC CGL. So the first question is, a quadratic equation. The first question is, a quadratic equation has two distinct unreal roots. Has two distinct unreal roots. So imaginary is called unreal roots. If b square minus 4ac is, there are four options given. If b square minus 4ac is, the first is less than 0, second is greater than 0 and a perfect square, The third is greater than 0, and the last is less then or equal to 0. What would be A option? That question has been asked in SSC. So nature of roots is the part of your syllabus. Such kinds of question directly asked that what would be the nature of the roots, and the second vice versa may be asked if the nature of root is unreal and distinct, then what would be the value of b square minus 4ac? That's mean discriminant. So the question may be what would be the discriminant if the roots are unreal and distinct. So over here question may ask discriminant as well. So instead of b square minus 4ac, you have written b square minus 4ac is unreal. What is the question? If a equation has two distinct and unreal root, what would be the value of b square minus 4ac? So instead of b square minus 4ac, question may ask what would be the value of discriminant, not d. D is not directly given. The name would be given discriminant. So basically discriminant means what? B square minus 4ac is the technical name of that term. B square minus 4ac is called discriminant. So that may be the question. Now the second question is based on same scenario. The second question is based on same scenario. Guys, now noted down the second question which has been asked on the basis of nature of root. So the question is, when root of quadratic equation are real and equal, when root of quadratic equation are real and equal, then what would be the value of discriminant b square minus 4ac? So your options are d is greater than 0 and b square minus 4ac is less than 0. B square does not equal to 4ac and b square equal to 4ac. What would be the answer, guys? D. If the roots are equal, in case if roots are equal, then d is called 0. Or d, what is d? B square minus 4ac is called d is 0. That means b were equal to 4ac. So if roots are equal and real, in that scenario b square would be equal to 4ac. This is the second question which has been asked in SSC CHSL, not CGL. Now guys, could you do more questions or not? Shall I move ahead? So the next question is, guys, note it down. The next question is, if roots of equation if roots of equation 3x square minus 5x plus 6 3x square plus 9x plus k. If the root of the equation 3x square plus 9x plus k equal to 0, if the root of the equation 3x square plus 9x plus k equal to 0 is imaginary, then find the value of k. If imaginary, then find the value of k. Your first option is k equal to 27 upon 4. B option is k is less than 27 upon 4. C option is k is greater than 27 upon 4. And D option is, or the 4 or D option is, cannot be defined. None of these. C may be the answer. Guys, rest student give the answer. What would be the answer? Guys, we know well what 3, if the roots are imaginary, switch on the fan. If the roots are imaginary, guys, if roots are imaginary, then D is less than 0. Go on the last page and check the conditions of nature of the root. If the roots are imaginary, then D would be less than 0. And D is called b square minus 4ac upon, no sorry, b square minus 4ac would be less than 0. So what is called b? The coefficient of x is called b, the coefficient of x square is called a, and the coefficient of, sorry, the constant term is called c. So put the values. b means 9. b means 9. So square of 9 would be 81 minus 4. A means 3. C means k less than 0. So 81 would be, take the value over there, 12k. 12k. So basically equal, less than and greater than works like a equal to. Suppose it's a equal sign. I am saying that is a equal. Then what would be the condition? Equal to. So the value would be this. Solve it. 9 or 3. 27 upon 4. This condition or this condition? K would be greater. So what is the answer? The answer is K is greater. Option C is the correct answer. This is the solution. If you have any problem, any doubt, you can ask. Don't worry. Equal to and less, greater than and less than work like a equal to. So take a glance over here. If you have any doubt, you can ask. What I am saying here, Ashish, I am saying, suppose this is a equal sign. Then what would be the value? B square minus 4AC equal to 0. B square means 81. 43K equal to 0. 81 would be 12K. But now you need to use equal to sign. Greater than, less than. You don't consider it's a greater than. Just consider it's a equal to. If it's a equal to, then if you take that value over there, then that value would be plus. So the value is plus. So what's wrong in it? It's not a greater than or less than. It's equal to. Then what would be the condition? If you take that value over there, okay, okay. If I am saying this is a equal to sign, if you take that value over there, then the sign will change. Minus would be plus. 81 from the both the side. Then minus 4, 3K, the value would be minus 81. Then, okay. If you subtract 81 from both the sides, then you will see that sign must be changed. You know why? The value in which minus is written after being greater is called lesser. Sign will completely change. If sign will change, then again the value would be same. In equality, there is a chapter in your, I think, LR topic, equality, and mathematics as well. We will discuss over there equality. In the chapter of equality, we will discuss in a detailed manner what is less than, greater than, how and how is it work. No doubt, sometimes the value of less than and greater than sign change according to the scenario. But in which situation we change the less than or greater than, we will discuss in detail. But over there, the answer is correct. The situation is correct. Now, note it down the second question. Guys, the heading is the how to find the value is how to find the addition or basically sum. How to find sum and product of roots of quadratic equation. How to find the sum and product of roots of a quadratic equation. So suppose there is an equation x square minus 6x plus 5 equal to 0. You know well the roots would be 3 and 2 or something else, 5 and 1, plus or minus. Minus is given, the answer would be plus. So the root would be plus 5 and 1. We have already solved this question in the previous slides. So this is the equation and the roots of that equation would be 5 and 1. If you will solve, you will get the answer. If I ask you sum of these two roots would be 6 and product means multiplication would be 5. But after solving, first you need to solve the question, then only you can find out the solution. But because we have already discussed, we have already found out the solution of that equation, so we already know what the roots, so we are able to do it directly. But what is the short method to find out the product and sum of quadratic equation? The formula is sum of roots. What is formula? Equal to minus coefficient of x, coefficient of x upon coefficient of a square. This is a proper formula. Coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. That's it. And product of roots would be constant term upon coefficient of x square. Now if you solve, then you will get sum of roots coefficient of x means 6 and a minus is already given, so minus 6 and coefficient of x square is 1, so the answer is 6 and here the answer also is 6. And product of roots coefficient constant term is 5 upon 1, the 5 and answer is also 5. But you can find out without finding the roots. You can directly find out the product and without getting or without finding the roots, you can directly find out the sum and product of the roots of quadratic equation while using these formulas. Getting or not? Got it? Now make it down. Some specific points. Some specific point. Some specific point. First point is if the roots of any quadratic equation, if the roots of any quadratic equation are reciprocal to each other, in that case in that case, guys, first I need to tell you one more thing. You know well the standard form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. This is called the equation form of quadratic equation, the standard form. If we talk about the sum, then you directly can say what? Minus b upon a. Minus means the coefficient of x. The same thing we have written. We discuss over there. But over there, because I am discussing the special point, that's the reason I am telling you the thing. So the sum would be minus b upon a, and the product would be c upon constant term upon a. But the method that we have learned, coefficient, which is more than easier that one, because somewhere we forget about c, a, b, but we are not going to be forget about the coefficient. So you have written, if the roots of quadratic equation are reciprocal to each other, in that case a would be c. A equal to c means the first term, the coefficient of x square would be equal to constant term. If you apply over here, you can apply. How could you apply? If suppose first is alpha and second is beta, these are two roots of the equation. These are the two roots of the equation. First is alpha and second is beta. And we are saying these roots are reciprocal to each other. Suppose first alpha, the value of alpha is 1 upon 2, and the value of root of would be 2, because these are reciprocal. So it is possible only when, if we have such kinds of equations. Not getting. Let me make it more easier. The first root, suppose first root is alpha and second root is beta. These are reciprocal, that means beta would be 1 upon alpha. Beta would be 1 upon alpha. Now if I want to find what? The sum and product of what? Roots. If I want to product of roots. We know well products of roots is called A upon C, C upon A. And here the product would be alpha and 1 upon alpha, because both roots are reciprocal to each other, and the value would be C upon A. So alpha cancel by alpha. In that scenario, C would be A. So the first condition which we have written, C would be A only when, if the roots of equation are reciprocal to each other. Now the SSC is going to be asked, if C equal to A, in that scenario, what would be the nature of the roots of the quadratic equation? There is no quadratic equation is given. The language based question SSC is going to be asked. There is no quadratic equation is given. The question is directly, if the constant term is equal to coefficient of x square, in that scenario, what would be the nature of the roots? The answer would be equal to each other, equal to, reciprocal, real, sorry, imaginary but real, imaginary but equal, imaginary but not reciprocal, and the third would be none of these. Got it? That is called a specific point. A specific point means a question directly. a concept. So if the roots of quadratic equation are reciprocal to each other, then C would be A. Got it? Now the second point is, got it guys? कर लोगे आप लोग? Clear हो रहा है? Second point is, if the two roots alpha and beta if the two roots alpha and beta be equal in magnitude. You know guys, magnitude, coefficient basically, magnitude coefficient, magnitude and opposite in sign, then B would be 0, B equal to 0. Got it? So what have you written? The second condition says what? Alpha and beta are equal in magnitude. So suppose one root is alpha and one root is beta, but alpha is plus and beta is minus. Is it okay to say? Magnitude means beta is also alpha, but sign has difference. Getting or not? Magnitude means what? 5 kg, in which this is called unit and this is called magnitude. Got it guys? So magnitude of both the roots are equal. So the first root is alpha, then second is also alpha, but the sign of both the roots are different. If we find the sum of roots, then we know the formula B upon A minus, and sum means first alpha minus alpha, because magnitude are same but sign are different, then value would be minus B upon A. Alpha minus alpha 0, so B would be only 0. If B is 0, only in that scenario that situation would be true. Guys, are you getting or not? So the question that SSC is going to be asked, if B is 0, then what would be the nature of the roots? If B is 0, then what would be the nature of roots? The roots of nature would be, they would be equal in magnitude but opposite in sign. Are you getting guys or not? This is the second specific point. The third is, note down. Got it? The third point is pure SSC based question I am just describing over here now. The pure logical based question. There is no option to do or to tackle such kinds of question if you don't have the in-depth knowledge of quadratic equation, because there is no formula to tackle with this question. Is there any formula? The basic understanding, the deep understanding can solve such kinds of questions. So the third and last specific point is, if A, B, C and C are rational numbers, got it? Rational means what? Rational means what? There is no root. In that scenario, if one root is A plus root B, in that scenario, if one root is a plus root b, then the other root must be conjugate. You know conjugate? A minus b. Just change the sign on. And it's vice versa also true. पहला माइनस है तो दूसरा प्लस हो जाएगा. Got it or not? So अगर क्वेश्चन में दे रखा है कि किसी, now make it down. The question is, if pure SSC based question, if a root of quadratic equation is, if a root of quadratic equation is 4 plus root 3, then what would be the sum of the roots of quadratic equation? Then what would be the sum of the roots of quadratic equation? क्या आंसर आएगा गाइस? 10 सेकंड में यार, अब तक आंसर 8. आंसर कितना आएगा? 8. अगर एक रूट ये है तो दूसरा अपने आप से क्या होगा? यही तो सीखा है. अगर एक रूट, अभी तो सीखा था बेटा कि अगर एक रूट क्या है a प्लस रूट बी, तो दूसरा रूट अपने आप से क्या होगा? a माइनस रूट बी. इनका सम करोगे तो ये कट जाएगा. आंसर कितना आ जाएगा? 8. आपको ये भी नहीं पता वो क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन कौन सी थी जिसका आंसर 8 है. लिखिए क्वेश्चन अगला. Guys, question is, if alpha and beta, if alpha and beta are the roots of equation, if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation x square plus kx plus 12 equal to 0, x square plus kx plus 12 equal to 0, such that alpha minus beta equal to 1, then find the value of k. Then find the value of k. Your options are 0, plus minus 7, plus minus 1, plus minus 5. Your time starts now. Take your time, then do it. May be the answer. May be the answer, but option में तो है ही नहीं. कितना आएगा बेटा? +-1, वेरी नाइस। गाइस, आई विल सॉल्व। देखिए कैसे करें। यू नो वेल, if alpha and beta are the roots of that equation, then sum of roots, what is sum of root? Minus b upon a. So minus b means minus k upon 1, so basically minus k. That would be sum of roots, and product of root would be alpha into beta c upon a, that means 12. Got it? And you know well the identity that we have learned in algebra, alpha minus beta, a minus b का whole square is called alpha plus beta, a plus b का whole square minus 4 alpha beta. This is a perfect identity. If you will solve, that both the equation would be same. So alpha minus beta का whole square होता है alpha plus beta का whole square minus alpha into beta. a plus a minus b का आइडेंटिटी है बेसिक। सो आपको पता है अल्फा माइनस बीटा की हमें वैल्यू निकालना थी। अल्फा प्लस बीटा का होल स्क्वायर के है, के का स्क्वायर के हो जाएगा, के स्क्वायर। हमें किसकी वैल्यू निकालनी थी? अल्फा माइनस बीटा की वैल्यू गिवन है, एक दे रखा है, एक। अल्फा माइनस बीटा इज ऑलरेडी गिवन, सो 1 के स्क्वायर माइनस 4 इंटू 12। सो बेसिकली आंसर वुड बी 7. तो 1 प्लस 48 would be k square. So k square would be 49. So k would be plus minus 7. So whenever we take the value either, so we use plus and minus. Got it? Exam based question it was. The next question is, if alpha and beta are the two roots of equation, the equation is x square plus 2x minus 3 equal to 0. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation x square plus 2x minus 3 equal to 0, then find the value of alpha upon beta plus beta upon alpha. Your options are minus 5/3, minus 10/3, 10/3, plus 5/3. Do it, take your time. कॉल आ रहा है क्या किसी का? किसके फोन से हो रहा है? बी Got it, guys? So what would be the answer? Your time is up. How will solve? We have to solve this thing. Guys, take a LCM. If you will take LCM, alpha into alpha, alpha square, beta into beta, beta square, and upon alpha into beta. Now add 2 alpha beta and minus 2 alpha beta, subtract from there. If you will make this and this, sorry, this one, then that would be whole square of alpha plus beta minus 2 alpha beta and over there alpha into beta. And we know well, we can find out the value of alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta means sum of roots, and alpha into beta product of roots. So we know well alpha plus beta sum of root is minus b upon a. That means what? 2 minus 2 upon 1. So basically value would be 2. And alpha into beta, c upon a, c means minus 3 upon 1. So the value of alpha plus beta would be minus 2, whole square of minus 2, minus 2 into alpha into beta would be minus 3 upon minus 3. So that would be whole square means 4 plus 6 upon 3. So the value would be minus 10 upon 3. So the guys who has given the value 10 upon 3 are wrong. That is the correct answer. Now the last question of this type, I'm not saying that we are going to over quadratic equation. One more type is less. No issue. The next question is that the question that I'm going to be asked, such kinds of questions are asked only in CDS. But intentionally I'm going to ask because to enhance your level on. If in case such kinds of questions are going to be asked, then how you can tackle? A very simple step. So the question is, if alpha and beta are the two roots of equation, what is equation? X square minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Then find the value of power of alpha 5 and power of beta 5. You need to find the solution. Amazing. I don't know what is the answer, but basically, I appreciate your confidence. How? Alpha beta 1 1? What is this logic? Alpha beta 1. Is that any logic, alpha beta 1? Basically, answer, if you are saying your answer is 2, it may be the answer. But how is that possible? I'm not going to tell you answer. But I am asking, is that any logic? There is no logic. You can't hit such kinds of question by applying that method, 1 1. Basically, no doubt answer is 2. I'm not saying that. But that logic you are telling me, it's not a logic. So basically, how we are going to tackle such kinds of question? Guys, take your time. At least 30 seconds you need to invest. completely blank. The last step means maximum 5 to 6. The last step. Guys, I have given you an idea or an identity. If x plus 1, if x plus 1 upon x is 2, then what would be the value of x? You know, one, we have already discussed about it, I think. So if I say, what? Suppose one root is alpha and one is beta. And suppose beta is in the form 1 upon alpha. Yeah, can say not. X plus 1 upon x is 1, then x5 plus 1 upon x5. X is 1, that means 1 की power 5 plus 1 की power 5. So answer would be not getting. Not getting. So the maximum power that are going to be asked in your examination is 3, but not 5. Till the power of 5, till the power of 7, such kinds of questions are asked in CDS. Now the last type of this quadratic equation is how to make a quadratic equation. How to make a quadratic equation if roots are given. The last type, only 5 minutes concepts. But it क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन को बनाते कैसे, कब, अगर रूट्स पता. द लास्ट टाइप कि अगर हमें रूट दिए गए हों और आपसे पूछा गया कि क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन बना के बताओ क्या होगी, तो उल्टा. अब तक हम क्या कर रहे थे, अब तक हम ये कर रहे थे कि हमें इक्वेशन पता थी, उसके हम रूट्स निकाल रहे थे. वी हैव गिवन द इक्वेशन and the question was asking find out the roots, but now the roots are given and question is asking what would be the equation. The last and important type, but there is no some specific thing in it. It's a very easy concept, but the completely different type. So make it down. The question is if 10 and minus 7, if 10 and minus 7 are the roots of any quadratic equation, are the root of a quadratic, not a, any. 10 and minus 7 are the roots of a quadratic equation, then find out the equation. Yeah, what would be the equation? Then find out the equation. Yeah, what would be the equation? So your equations are given: x square minus 3x minus 70, x square plus 4x minus 70, x square minus 40 plus, sorry, 4x minus 10, और x square minus 7x plus 10. How? So basically the formula is, you need to make a formula. Formula would be, if you have given the roots, then how can we make this equation? The formula is x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of root. That is the formula. So according to this formula, the equation would be x square minus sum of root, so 10 minus 7 into x plus product of root minus 7 into 10 equal to 0. Basically you need to write 0. Always we need to put 0 in equal to. So the answer would be x square minus 3x minus 70, first option. But that was not exams question. I myself have created and I myself have given you. But now you need to make it down the examinations question. She's giving a massage to her waist. I myself don't know why she is doing like that. What's it? Guys, the next question is, if one root of a quadratic equation is, if one root of a quadratic equation is 7 minus root 13, then what would be the equation? ये तुम्हें पता लग गया ना अभी सी, इसलिए थोड़ी देर पहले पता नहीं था, तो क्योंकि एक ही रूट गिवन है, तो एक रूट गिवन है तो दूसरा रूट यू विल हैव टू फाइंड बाय योरसेल्फ. हाउ कुड यू फाइंड? So what would be the equation basically I'm asking? आप लोगों को बताया गया था, अभी क्या बताया गया था कि अगर एक रूट में इस तरीके से एक रूट ये है तो दूसरा रूट क्या होगा? कॉन्जुगेट. तो अगर हमें एक रूट पता है तो दूसरा रूट 100% ये होगा. तो हमारे पास दोनों रूट आ गए, तो दोनों रूट आ गए तो इक्वेशन क्या होती है? एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस सम ऑफ रूट्स इंटू एक्स प्लस प्रोडक्ट ऑफ रूट्स. So if you will solve, guys, x square minus sum of root would be 7 plus root 3, 13 plus 7 minus root 13 into x, over here 7 plus root 13 into 7 minus root 13. So what would be the answer? X square minus 14x plus 49 minus 13 equal to 0. You will have to put 0 in equal to. So the answer would be x square minus 14x plus 6 30 0. That was examinations question. So basically now we can say that quadratic equation is finished, or we have completed quadratic equation. And if you get any question in which you are getting stuck, you can ask. What is guys? So go and hit the mocks, and if you get any question, you can ask the doubt. Tomorrow we are going to start our new unit, that is geometry. So we have already completed the first unit, that is number system. So second unit is geometry, third unit is what? Trigonometry. And the last, there are 2 to 3 chapters are given: permutation and combination, probability, and then in the last we will discuss DI. So the last chapter would be DI. All the best, keep smiling.